Hey everybody, I'm attorney Mike Contant. A question I'm often asked is, if I'm pulled over for drunk driving, do I have to take the field sobriety test? Now the short answer is no. In Massachusetts, you're never required to take the field sobriety test. The police can't make you do it, and nothing bad can happen to you if you decide to refuse to take the field sobriety test. Unlike the breathalyzer test, you can't lose your license. Your license can't be suspended by telling the officer, no, I don't want to take these tests. Also, it won't be held against you when your case goes to court. The judge can't hold it against you, and in the case of a jury trial, they're not even allowed to tell the jury that you were ever offered these tests and then subsequently refuse these tests. The reason for that is they feel that it'd be prejudicial to you. If they tell the jury that you're offered these tests and could theoretically exonerate yourself or prove your innocence by taking them, and you decide not to, it's almost like you saying, I think I might have had too much to drink tonight, so they can't be used against you. The jury never gets to hear about them. Essentially, nothing bad can happen to you for not taking these tests. Now, the reason you really don't want to take the test, and you should always say no to them, same reason you say no to the breathalyzer test, is you're taking away evidence from the Commonwealth that they're going to use against you. Next to the breathalyzer test, field sobriety tests are the most powerful piece of evidence in most drunk driving cases that the Commonwealth, the government, can use against you to try and prove you guilty. The problem with these tests is they're not very scientific. They're really just balancing tests that most people couldn't do sober. Now, the police officer is getting on the witness stand. He's going to talk about his training and his experience and how these are what they call divided attention tests. And they simulate driving because you have to do two things at once. You have to think about something and do something and balance and things like that. When's the last time you stood on one leg, stared at your foot, counted out loud while you were driving? They have no correlation to driving. All you're doing is giving the police officer something to say about you, something more to try and demonstrate and try and convince a jury that you were drunk that night when he pulled you over. So simply put, you're never required to take the field sobriety test. Our advice is to always refuse them. Nothing bad can happen to you if you decide to refuse them. So if you have any questions about your rights when you get pulled over the side of the road, whether you have to take the field sobriety test, whether you should, whether you have to take a breathalyzer test, whether you should, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. I'd be happy to speak with you about it.